Hello everybody, this is Jamie from Jamie Plans with Cats, and today is another episode of Plan With Me. I'm going to be using this Miss and Meow kit called Sunshine, and I'm also going to be using the Planner Press Fashion Doll. I think she goes really well with this kit. This is for the week of April 7th through the 13th, and I decided to get a little creative. I was inspired by I want to say the washi tape shop. I think it is. How they have these create boxes and then do these scenes inside the boxes. And I thought I would attempt to do something similar to that. Right now I am using the full boxes and I'm lining the full boxes with a black washi tape. That is a blackboard tape. I was looking for black washi tape in a certain size and I hadn't come across it, so I thought I would try that. I think it works here because you can't see how shiny it is. Oh, now you can see how shiny it is. But, motorcycle. I think going forward, I'm just going to stick with the Paper Trail Plans, her pre-cut washi. I definitely think that would work a little bit better, but I am super glad that I started off with this. It was very fun. As I lay down my boxes, I'm doing them in kind of a downward stagger. I'm trying to connect the boxes in either on the side top or the side bottom. And that is going to dictate the rest of the kit. I'm actually going to let the kit flow with the boxes, kind of floating up from the bottom to the top. And I really enjoyed that. I think that was super fun. So I'm definitely going to try that again, and this time using a different type of washi. Right here you see me struggling with, there we go. I think I was missing my tape there. So not much going on. On this week, there's a lot of personal stuff going on. We'll get to that one day. Let's see. Now that I've got to the bottom, I had a little bit of difficulty kind of bringing the boxes up. So this one goes down into the washi. The full box goes down into the washi, so I cut that. And then after I finish with that, I move on to the next box. And if you see, I stick it, after I finish lining this, I stick it on the side there to bump it up, kind of out of the washi, and I believe that I didn't move it up further. I'm not wording this right. but I believe that this would have been, a ruler would have been a huge help, not just me cutting down the center, but actually measuring where I wanted the boxes was. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, this is because I am just trying to guess how the boxes are going to line up underneath each box as I try and stagger them up. And I don't believe that I was as successful on the second half of the week, but it was definitely everything was a learning curve for me, so we'll go with that. So here I am. I put a box in to go over the center line, and that meant that I had to cut the ring holes out, punch those out, and I didn't want to use like a scenic box, so what I used was a floral. I think that worked out pretty good. You can't even, I think it looks intentional. I think it's really cool. Let's see. Finishing up I really like how the full boxes kind of bounce off the bottom there. Kind of, uh, I don't want to say go there to die, but what am I thinking? Yeah, they just kind of dissolve into that bottom border. When I stuck the two pieces together, both sides of the planner paper, I realized that the left side was in the bottom part, and I didn't want that there. Okay, the hammock, love that hammock, beautiful. I think it would have benefited had I put that up and over a little bit, because I think I was just having so much fun having that dip down into the bottom area that I didn't realize that I was creating a habit. But hey, this is a learning thing. I definitely will come up with the pattern first before I lay them down. But you know me. I mean, I would much rather just lay it all down and figure it out later. All right, so here we go, where it looks like on Friday I figured out how to bump that full box up a little bit, and now I just have that one day left, and I'm like, it kind of looks lopsided. You've got all these boxes on the left side, and then all the boxes on the right side are down at the bottom. Not quite what I wanted. So I'm going to, after I finish this, and I believe float one of the boxes off the page. There we go. I think that was the extra from the upper left-hand corner, and I was just having so much fun floating the boxes off the page. Okay, and this is where I discovered that, it's kind of empty at the top. I might want to, just squeeze in oh no, I went right into the washi. And let's see. Like I said, this was last year's kit. So Miss and Meow Regina was cutting her washi. And I don't think she does that anymore. I think the newer kits, she doesn't do that. Let me go check. I got the, what am I looking at? I'm looking at the Miss and Meow, the Siren kit. Oh, I love that. All right, I'm checking out the Siren kit and the washi. Everything's coming out of the bag. The washi, yeah, it's full washi now. She's doing full washi. So here it is. That random box. I don't know. I felt that it needed more boxes. I was feeling that I'm in my box mode. So we're going with this. So I have, after I finish framing out the full box, I believe I'm going to try and, I don't want to say because then it'll be something different. All right. Finish framing that. What am I going to do? There it is. Okay. So I went with I wanted to fill up the corners, so and I love her torn corners, and it didn't quite fill up the space, so I grabbed one of her large florals. Oh, I love them. They're so good. I mean, I wish more shops did full florals like Miss and Meow does. There we go. Brain block. Oh, this is where you have that empty space in between the boxes. And then I was just kind of filling in the boxes. There we go. Yes. Oh, I love that. She doesn't go, and I love the fact that she doesn't even go in the same direction as the boxes, but it's so perfect. And then again, I love the idea of throwing, being boxy. That's where I am. I'm being boxy. So now the trick is how do I make this kit? I think that's another like, hey, it needs more boxes. So now I have to figure out where the sidebar is, how am I going to plan everything, and I believe I just went basic on the top. So what I did was I matched the corner at the top left hand to the bottom right hand corner. And then I used, because I split the large floral in half, I used, you get it. And then I used her date covers because I wasn't trying to do anything fancy. And then I decided, well, the top's kind of boring. Maybe I could bring in like a corner or something. And I think that worked really well. So I snuck that in there. And then, this is me. I think it needs a little bit of something, something. So I got the Dash of Sun. That is going to be, I don't have it with me. The torn foil washi, ripped, torn, something like that. I can't remember. It's from Dash of Sun. You saw it. And I really like how that kind of like, it had that ripped aspect to it. Just bringing in all sorts of torn, ripped aspects. Well, that was just the one, but yeah. I'm throwing different elements into the kit. That's what I'm trying to get at. And I really do. This is the one item that's shiny that I did intentionally do instead of the blackboard washi. So yeah, I'm going to tuck that right underneath the large floral. Fighting with that. Okay. And now, how the heck do I plan in the middle of these lines? Oh, I got to put my monthly, April. I slid that right in. I just kept that simple. All right. So this one little area, I've decided to make the day-to-day boxes match the full boxes while going in some sort of cohesive line. So I had a sinus headache on Monday. I was late for work. Oh, miserable day. Let's see. Tuesday. I finally slept good on Tuesday. I think I took some sinus medicine. Let's see. Oh, my parents' cars got fixed. That was good. Wednesday, shovel the snow. Let's see. Do some laundry. Well, I got a new purse I had a new purse. It was so pretty. Just something simple. And then I did a QVC order. Got that in. I have a little bit of dead space, so I decided to use, again, that chonky floral from Miss and Meow. And now we are going to move on to Thursday. And I believe I'm good on the left side. I have an idea of how the orientation is supposed to go. But once I pull that away, I've lost my orientation. So this is me trying to figure that out. It takes a few tries. I ripped my slippers. Anyway. We're on Thursday. Thursday was a Dunkin' run. And I wanted, because I'm kooky like this, I wanted like bunny slippers. Slippers, and they have these little bunny ears, floppy bunny ears. I had to have it. And at this point, I'm like, ooh, empty space. I need to fill it. La 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 la. Oh, and then there was that terrible crash in the helicopter in the Hudson River. Friday. Okay, my sister and my mom took their cats to the vet. And the vet, the cat that we thought would be scared was quite playful and very receptive to being with the vet. And the cat that we thought would be more receptive to the vet was very scared. And I guess my sister and my mom had a little bit of an incident where Sophie, the little one, my little brat, she, I guess the vet took her temperature or something, gave her a shot. I think it was gave her a shot. And after that, the vet put her in the cage. Sophie marched right out of the cage. Bump, 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 bump. And she proceeded to swat at the vet for no reason. Well, of course. I mean, she just had a shot to the butt, so of course she has a reason. But still, it was just that little thing. She was just hilarious. So that was a whole day. I finished the kit already. Well, not much happened. Just Sam's Club run and running into people and odds and ends. So, yeah, here is the flip through, and I want to thank everybody for watching, and I hope everybody has a great weekend. See you later, guys. Bye.